Alrighty, guys, a bonus episode of Shellonomics. This will not be a podcast. This is just tips for you guys who are looking to collect some vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, whether it's on a budget or whatever. You guys know a lot of those common figures. It's sad to see people list these at flea markets for 5, 10, 15 bucks without their weapons. If anybody ever needs help, you can join our Discord. I'd be more than happy to share what I know. I've been collecting vintage figures for a long time. What you got to do is pick and choose your spots. Now, everybody's familiar with eBay. That's always going to be your go-to, but where else can you look for turtle toys? You know, you got Facebook Marketplace, you've got other sites around, and what I'm going to show you today is one I use. This is called shopgoodwill.com. So what happened with this is, you'll see here the email I wrote, because there's a Donatello tongue in. I'm going to explain the picture after I pull this up, but I emailed them and said, hello, I was curious if you open the head, if there are any figures inside the mini head. It's a mini playset. Thanks so much. So good customer service. They wrote us here and said, hello, thank you for your inquiry. We're happy to help. Attaches an image of what I was able to see when opening the playset. It appears there were 3 figures of Don, Raph, and Bebop. No other loose pieces were observed. So let's take a look at the auction here, because this is what happens. People in the auction didn't know that these 3 figures were inside, because I'm going to show you the pictures they had. So again, just all it takes is a little bit of effort, and you can successfully start getting your collection, I would say, on a budget, because here's what we spent total for the auction. We'll go to that right here. I luck out that this was in Southern Indiana. This isn't too far from me. But here's the auction at whole. It went for 52 bucks. You'll notice here, again, this is where it becomes not careless listing, but again, this is just from Goodwill sites that they put up, and it's pretty much like their own eBay. You'll see right here, and we'll do the unboxing too. And if you guys stick around for the end of the video, I'll show you a little bonus box I got too from a friend. So, Turtle Van isn't in that great shape. That bag's pretty wild, but the minifigures inside, to the best of my knowledge, and I could be wrong, you guys can comment down below, they go, I think, for anywhere between 10 to 15 bucks. Now, the figures in here aren't that popular. You see, there's a lot of common figures here. Those Leos, the one on the right's kind of beat up. I don't know if they're soft or hard heads. We'll know that as we unbox. Napoleon Boner Frog doesn't really go for anything. So a lot of these figures go for maybe 2 to 3 bucks. You get a couple weapons though, which is nice. That bag I think goes for a good buck. Turtle Van's busted up. You're not really going to get much for that. That bag though is in good shape. I would say you can get maybe 10 to 15 bones for him. And we get some trading cards in there. I doubt that set's complete. It starts with card number 2. But nevertheless, we're going to go ahead and do the unbox. But again, see right here? You look here, nowhere to be found were those mini figures. That's kind of where you get the sweet spot here. And I'll do another video as I want another auction on a different website that will show you guys another trick that I have. Another good site, just again, because everybody knows eBay and everybody knows OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace. But I would say maybe 30% of collectors know what Shop Goodwill is. So I highly encourage you guys to use that site. And when you use it, use TMNT or Ninja Turtles for your search engine, because there are different pop-ups for each. Some are a little outrageous with prices, so stay away from those. But again, if you do your research and you time your snipes just right, and you're able to find a spot that has a good location where you, so your shipping costs are not that high, I'd say you can do very well. So we're going to open this box here live in front of you guys on Twitch, and this will go up on YouTube later. Just to confirm, everything we got from there is here. I never had this bag growing up as a kid. A little dinged up, but I think it's pretty cool. It looks like a traveling suitcase here. Just to get my collection going again. Not that dinged up, I believe the zipper still works. Now, this is more like a suitcase, actually, I think. Yeah, and it doesn't really have that bad of an aroma. Again, you do run the risk of doing it when you buy from Shop Goodwill, because I would say they don't really list if it's from a pet-free or smoke-free home. Well, that's the risk that you do take when you buy from here compared to eBay, as they don't really have to list anything. But I would say I'm very plausible with their shipping. We have a nice bubble wrap here for the Turtle Van. So I'm not going to unbox him. I don't feel there's a need to. We saw the pictures, but I want to get into those figures for that mini playset. And all the other figures are kind of shipped in this little bag right here. So let's go ahead and see if we got all the figures we had in the auction. All right, so Donatello is a hard head here. save the mini playset for the end, and then we'll do the other unboxing afterwards. I think this is a skateboarding Mike. I think he goes for maybe, I would say he's more of an uncommon figure. To the best of my knowledge, he might go for $5 or $10. He's in real good shape, legs and good joints. Leonardo is a old school hardhead as well, no belts, but again, you know, these are figures. Again, you can't. I see people at the Comic Cons list them for almost $10, which I think is absurd. This is being filmed in 2025. Perhaps maybe one day they'll go for $10, but it doesn't come with any weapons, so I don't see why I would not be spending $10 on those. This is just a Dinger Leo. This might be one somebody would enjoy, though, again, that you can sell for a custom. Okay, good. I thought my dog grabbed a turtle toy. She actually just grabbed a bone. Now, does anybody remember these little toys? Somebody my age might. Do a close up here. I think they weren't Pez dispensers, but I know they had little candies inside. Unfortunately, we're missing the bottom. But those do have some. All right, here, nice. This is a softer head Leo here. This one comes with the belt. Unfortunately, one of his swords is dinged up. But accessories, you'd be surprised. Some accessories go for a good buck, especially if you get them from the rare figures. So again, always look at when you're buying your eBay lots or on Shop Goodwill. I've also noticed a lot of people do accessory lots, and if you do your homework, you could probably pinpoint down to how much each accessory goes for when you look at eBay sold to a degree. Metalhead, this one's in really good shape. See, what's cool is some of the metalheads have like a golder like plate, and his eyes, it almost looks like Cyclops. But it's nice he gets his belt with him there. So again, I would say for starters, if you're getting common accessories, I would say they go from anywhere from 50 cents to maybe $1, $1.50. Right, here's one of the. Now this is not Kenshin. This is just one of the characters from the third movie here. He's in pretty. His joints are okay. Now Usagi Yojimbo. This is a good one here because you'll notice you can just clean off that face with a little water. But it's good to see he's got both his pads on his knees and elbows. Another candy dispenser here. There are one for all four. What's cool too is I'll pull the other one out again. This is almost like the Playmate toys. Look here. You'll notice they have different colors for all the turtles. May have to get all four of these again one day. I used to have these as a kid. Right. Now, the other Usagi, see, again, it's like good Usagi, bad Usagi. Now, look at the color. Look how, again, this one's a lot more cleaner, but he's missing all his pads. So, again, you want to make sure when you're buying your turtles, when you're buying in bulk like I did, it's fine. But, again, it's little things to pay attention to. Because you might buy this guy at a flea market for $5, and you're like, wait a second, I don't have his elbow pads or knee pads. So little things like that go a long way when you're collecting with the comic figures. Now, this one's going to be a little different. Now, okay, this is good because I didn't get to ask this spot here. But for Mutating Bebop, both his weapons inside his feet are here. That's good. Let's take a look, make sure his arms are okay. Yeah, his arms move fine. And the back does close. These were some of my favorite toys growing up with the Mutate ones, especially the Bebop and Rocksteady, just because you can make them human. And there's also a Splinter and a Rokusaki one you can get too, another series. So you get Donatello here. This one, I can't recall the value. I know I'd like to say it's, I would say in the more common, the uncommon tier. I know it's not rare. This might be the parachuting Don. Genghis Frog, very, very common figure. By the way, if you guys haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a great video with our good friend John Coleman, and he talks about a rare Genghis Frog figure that you can check out on our channel. It talks about the different colored belts. Now, Raphael, there's two different tune rafts. The head works, which is good. The action's not the greatest, but it does work. There are two different tune rafts, too. There's one where he was sold separately with his motorcycle, and then there's one figure itself. Another Leonardo here. The hard head, good joint movement though. This is a decent one here with the joints. Napoleon Bonafide, I believe Simon was talking about earlier in our Twitch chat here. He is another very common figure. Even if he's complete, he doesn't really go for that much. So he should be an easy one to find if you're looking. It's kind of sad that all four Punk Frogs weren't released. We only got two of them as kids. All right, let's go to the trading cards here. Let's take a look. I doubt this set is complete. No, it's not. These are just cool to have. I used to have these growing up as a kid too. Until they're really dinged up. I want to see if they have any, but These are the ones I like. This is like the turtle ones here. You can see it up close. Do they have any other cool ones here? These give me like 20 or 30 cards. I don't think there's too much value in here, but again, just if you're a Ninja Turtle hoarder. Oh wow, nice. They actually snuck in some from the third movie in here. Well, these are the stickers. This one might go for a little bit of value, not too much, but it is one of the rare stickers. And it fills the puzzle. But like right here, again, these were not pictured in the auction. Now, again, they're not really going to be worth much, but just a nice little cool bonus. You get cards from the third movie. Only 3 of them, but that works. Let's see what else we got here. So, and we do have the Wacky Action Raft. Now, this one is incomplete. Great joint movement. But the back is where you're supposed to spin, and it does not have that. Let's take a look at our Donatello. This is our, where is, we're doing this on Twitch. Where is Toastman X? I think Toastman is going to appreciate this one the best. The Donatello toy that came out for this series was a number 23, had the Michael Jordan parody, which was awesome. And then check out right here. Look, he's got the tongue out just like MJ, just like Jordan from back in the day. This is one of my more favorite mini sets right here. I like this one a lot. I think this one's pretty rad. So let's go ahead and open them up. Let's make sure our mini figures are in there like they said. Now what's funny is this is supposed to be the NBA play set. So we're missing a lot of pieces in here, but we do have this piece here for Donatello. That's good. You can see inside really good clean stickers too here. And I never really examined these. You can actually change. There's a scoreboard inside too. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but you can make up your own fantasy score here with the Turtles and Foot Soldiers, and that slides really well. Like I say, really, really good stickers. And these are actually hard to find. A lot of our turtle vans that we find when we see these at flea markets, the stickers are usually in pretty pathetic shape. So that's good to see, and I'll show you guys the 3 figures we got. But what's weird is this was a basketball set, and look what we have here. We have a mini Raphael baseball figure. These guys go for anywhere, I would say off the top of my head, maybe I would say 10 to 20 bucks right now. So this is like an extra $30 we got, up, I would say $30 to $50 in value on this lot. Just for the simple fact that, again, research pays off, and ask questions to your customer service. So if you guys enjoy this video, go ahead and comment down below. Anytime I find auctions like this, or I'll do a cool unboxing, show you guys some more of our collection, but good job for Mini Bebop here as well. For those who stuck around, I'm going to show you guys what else we got from our collection here. And B-Mills says, reminds me of all yes, Mighty Max toys, those are correct. Well, let's go ahead and show you guys what I got from a friend of mine. These are books that I used to like a lot as a kid. There's a whole bunch of them out there, but there was one in particular I wanted because I used to have as a kid. And unfortunately, all my Ninja Turtle books got ruined in a flood. And it was because we weren't expecting the water to get so high in Illinois when we were kids. It went up to about our kneecaps. And I always made sure nothing was on the bottom. But unfortunately, Mother Nature decided to take a big twist on us. So I should all these books in here. Take a second to open up. See if anybody else remembers these books growing up. Yeah, I'm not going to edit this. I always think it's more fun going from start to finish. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, so this is all of them right here. Yep, right here. Okay, so now we have some coloring books here. Oh, great job by our friend too. Look at the packaging here. See, it's nice when you have people who ship like this, because that's the one thing I do want to say I get nervous with is, unless I know the person personally or if they have like 100% feedback, you do run the risk of buying those MLC mint on card figures. And I will say the reason for that is because if they ship it bad, your bubble can get bent up out of shape. All right, so here are the books we got, though, for those who stuck around. So yeah, Splinter's Last Chance. I always like the, again, these are just cool little books we had when we were kids. What's nice is the person I purchased this from confirmed that there was really no scribbles anywhere. So this is pretty much Shredder and Splinter, the final episode of the mini-series of the first 5. Now this one I don't think I had before. I think this is the wrestling one. The Fight for the Turnstone. Anybody have this one growing up? I want to, do I have all of them? Well, apparently there's 2, 4, 6, 8, according to this here on the back. Okay, there's a little writing here, but not a big deal. Somebody named Chris. Chris, if you're looking for your book, if this is your handwriting, if this ever finds you, let us know. Yeah, I think this is the stump after. Yeah, is this the... See, yeah, wing nut and screw loose in here. This is not the wrestling one with Cuddly Cowlick. This is just a... See, this seems pretty cool. This is actually going to be a fun one I'd like to read, actually, when I'm done recording this, because I never had this one growing up. What the heck? Some funny artwork in here, too. I'll have to check out... Oh, there's Cuddly Cowlick. This is the one where this guy takes him to wrestling. I know, Stump Astro, I believe it's called. All right, here's another one here. Escape from Dimension X. When you color the turtles in the coloring book, do you color them according to the cartoon green or the 4 Playmate Toys green? Well, that is a great question, Simon. All right, so this is the Hot Rodding Teenager episode. What's interesting here is, look here, they have a little different drawing. Like different glasses here for, I believe, it's either Zach or Dask. Yeah, this is the Hot Rodding Teenager episode. Now, this is the one I thought was cool. Codename Chameleon. He would just blend into stuff. I do remember reading this one as a kid. I'll show you guys where he's hiding. He's almost like a mutant guy. And see, it's good drawing. See, this is my kind of Rocksteady. I love him when he had the helmet on. I don't know why they got rid of the helmet. Good animation here again for Leo. Yeah, you can see the chameleon here, just hiding around. It's like a human that turns into a chameleon. So cool book here. I think I do have all these. All right, then we got the Incredible Shrinking Turtles, which this one I did have as a kid. This guy was E.T. It was like a huge E.T. parody on that one right there. And just, where's the slice of pizza? Let me see. Here we go. I just remember this spot as a kid. And we also have Return to the Shredder. These are all in really good shape, too. I'm very happy with this deal here. This is the Crooked Ninja Turtle Gang episode, as you'll see. And back then, there was only 4, so it was almost like we had a second series of these. Okay, now we have Mutant Madness. Drawing. This is it's amazing artwork here. See, this is the turtles I like. I've pointed this out in other videos, and I'm probably going to sound like a broken record. This is more like a coloring book here, though. I'll show you guys here. Interesting. Rat Trap's the same, another coloring book. And this is the Mouser. So it's weird. So some of the books here... Pook, you might, Lord Pookums, you might be onto something with that coloring stream, because technically, there is a Ninja Turtle game that is based on colors. So maybe I can play it tonight. It won't be a part of this YouTube stream, but there's one spot that was colored, like he said. So I guess Simon asked here if somebody took our book, they colored in Krang, and that's it, and then they gave up. I don't know if it was a kid and the parents said, don't color in there, but that's the only marking in this book so far that I've seen. That's all they did was color in Krang. So another page too. That's funny. So everything else, this is too funny not to show. Every page with Krang has been colored, but everything else is not. Oh, that's a good one. All right, and now here we go. We've got a couple more left. Now we have the Totally Awesome Activity book. This one I did not have as a kid. Apparently Krang is all that mattered to him. Yeah, apparently. This one I did have as a kid. There's like the connected dots on how to draw. And you guys, can I just do it? If I put the camera down, and just do it like this, maybe this would be kind of cooler. So you guys, yeah, here we go. I'm just going to flip this one page by page for you guys. This is a pretty cool activity book. Sorry, let me just make sure I can get this on cam. You had some of these connected dot books too? Yeah, I thought these were pretty wild growing up, man. These are cool. Let's see what's next here. I'll just flip it on my end and then turn it back to you guys. They have like a little maze here, you can see. Well, what sucks is with the maze one, you're going to have a whole bunch of slashes because you got to go from start to finish with it. Then you had a cross. These are always fun as a kid. Who didn't remember these? You got your checklist here of the words. Then you got your words over here you had to find in here. Anything else that would be pretty rad here? Then you had some. Oh, look at it. Again, just I love the drawing of these turtles here. Just look at the faces in here compared to what we get now. The ones we get now are just such. They're not trash, but I'm gonna pull up my Cybersol card to show you what I mean by how they have the Fred Wolf turtles look now. Well, this one's pretty cool. They have a code, so it's some mathematicians here. A code key for the Technodrome. Looks like unfortunately, looks like my camera's got this coming and reading backwards for you guys. Okay, anything else here? The turtles are in trouble. Can they overpower the fearless foot soldiers? You decide. Make up a story and then write it down in the space provided. That's a nice thing to do. You actually get to be the author here. I would say this activity book has good value. What did it go for back in the day? It went for $3.95 American dollars. Oh, here we go. We got Casey Jones, if he's still here. Good drawing of Casey Jones. Here we have a Casey Jones on our Twitch channel. Oh, man. They have everything in this book. So they wanted you to copy and draw Master Splinter here. This one here. I want to try and make this, we're going for 22. Try and keep it to the 30 minutes finish here. And connect the dots again. Let's see. Oh, wow. They actually have, so there's actually a mini board game in here, believe it or not. This is actually really wild. From start to finish. How awesome is this book for $4? Are you kidding me? I mean, I don't know how much it goes for on eBay now, but this is just I would say you would have got your $4 worth. Here we go. Shredder has tied Splinter to the wheel of torture, and there's only one person who can save him, you. There are at least 10 four-letter words hidden in the wheel. Find them by following the one letter to another along one line, but no skipping, and Splinter will be freed. You can start at any letter you'd like. This is almost like how some games nowadays are. You just had to keep connecting words here. Cool one. It's almost like a boss battle for kids. Here we go. There are 8 pictures to tell a story, but they're out of order. Can you rearrange them to make sense? First, color the pictures, then cut them out. Put them in order, staple them together, and you'll have a mini book. This book is incredible. I wonder if anybody ever did an unbox like it of this in full. Maybe one day I'll do a cleaner version of this and just talk about this activity book. Let's see. Anything else here? Now they want you to play along with words here. So they just want you to think of other animals. So for Donatello, you have donkey. You'd probably go down with ostrich then for O and whatnot. What is this? Anything else here? Some drawings. Turtles. Find. Oh, this is interesting. So I want you to copy. It says copy the lines inside the squares below to the same number of squares on the opposite page. When you are finished, you'll see a portrait. Actually, like a praying thing here. It's pretty wild. I want you to make your own mask. And they have some answers for you in the back here, almost like an appendix. All right. We'll go back up top, eyes up here. So we've got a couple more books we're going to examine here. We've got the first book. That's what I had as a kid. This one's pretty rad. So you get, so it's pretty much the movie. And then you get some little snippets in here. So this is like if you wanted to read the movie instead of watching it. I wonder if there's any exclusive photos in here that are not in the movie itself. Let me see. It appears all these are in the movie here. Actually, there's Danny. That's let me look. There's a Danny photo in here. I don't recall. Where you got this? Unless this is in the So You Can Talk spot. That little happy smirk. I don't recall him looking like that in the movie. And this is definitely not in the movie. This Casey April photo. This was not in the movie. This must have been taken afterwards. All right, and we have 2 more books left to examine. And I'm going to show you guys the Cyber Cell cards. We got Secret of the Ooze book, some of the first one we had here. Oh, thank you for that, Professor. I appreciate that. Wow, this would have been a cool spot here for Ray's artists to use this and throw this. This is like an exclusive photograph. I don't recall him ever using that. Anything else? Through here. Funny is this book does not show the page numbers here. And then this is the reason I got this whole collection is this one right here, the Magic Crystal. Always loved this book as a kid. So what they did is they paid tribute to Jack Kirby, the sketcher from Marvel and DC. And what happens is Donatello and Kirby get captured. I used to read this with my dad. My grandma used to read this to me back in the day. This one holds a special place in my heart. And I'm very happy to have it back in my collection. So like he'll draw a picture, you know, because Jack Kirby was an artist. And every time they write something with the pen and pencil, it comes to life. I'll kind of have fun reading this one. So they go through like a portal. And I'm having like a crazy battle. And then I'll show you this, the spot that always hits home is so Kirby's drawing all this stuff for Donatello as the book progresses. And then eventually, like, they have to draw him home. He goes home, but then he shoots him a little letter through the portal. Spoilers, I know, for some of you who have never seen this before. But, where was that note at? There you go. Then he remembered the note. He pulled it out and read it. Don, take care of yourself, Kirby. I don't know, I always had, like, spiritual chills reading this spot. It was like a nice, like, almost like, you know, finding something from your past. So that's going to do it, but I do want to show you guys those Cyber Cell cards so you can see. Well, actually, you can see right there on that, you know, blanket wheel. That's kind of like the newer version of the Turtles. They just don't have the grit that they used to. And Steve Levine was one of the artists, the Turtles for our generation, on these like little comic books and books. And he just did such a great job. But that's going to do it for our YouTube part of the program here. If you guys enjoyed this, like and subscribe. And let me know if you find any good things on Shop Goodwill. We'll be doing another video with our turtle toy unboxing in the next few weeks to come. I do have another one scheduled to be here hopefully in a week or two. It's just taking a little while because I won it from an auctioneer site. And I'll post that link when I do that video. See you guys in the next one.